Hello, my little butterflies, and welcome to the final chapter of Revelations of the Scarf. This chapter is written by me, the art was done by Lazy, and for the voice actors, I'll be playing the narrator, Miss Bustier, and Plagg.
Hi, I'm Lazy, and I'll be playing Marinette and Alya.
Hi, I'm January, and I'll be playing Adrien / Noir and Nino.
You made it to the end, and I want to thank you all so much for coming on this journey with us. This is my first story that I've written all by myself and published, so thank you so much for the love and support it has received. Now, for all the people that have listened to this story, do you guys want another chapter where you get a different ending? Because if you listen to this chapter, you can decide. But listen, comment down below if you do, and then also answer the poll that will be published around the same time as this video, or it is in the comments or down below of this chapter on Spotify. But please let me know, and I will get on that if I need to, but if not, then we're all good. But anyway, let's get on with this chapter. Chapter 13. Second to no one.
No!
Excuse me?
She said.
No, this is not done. We need to figure this out.
He said.
We did figure it out. I figured out that you only ever loved the glorified part of me. The part that everyone loves. And I'm not gonna let Ladybug be everyone's first. Marinette will be. I will be second to no one.
She said. He shook his head. He wasn't gonna lose the love of his life just when he got her.
No, we can work this through. I love you, Ladybug.
He said. He stopped.
Shit.
She nodded.
That's what I thought.
She moved up onto her bed and opened the hatch onto the balcony.
No, Marinette, wait, please.
He said and chased after her. She turned around.
You can say that you love Ladybug, but you can't say you love Marinette.
Please, that was just a spur of the moment.
He begged.
Except I'm not Ladybug right now. I'm Marinette. And if you are only here for Ladybug, which clearly you are, then you can leave.
Marinette said.
Please, Marinette, I just got you and I can't let you go yet.
He pleaded. She scoffed.
See, that's the thing. You got me? But the first thing that I thought was that I finally got the opportunity to be with you. I got the pleasure of being with you. And all you can think about is being able to think that you finally had Ladybug.
She said.
Marinette, please!
This is done. It was nice while it lasted. Don't talk to me or contact me unless it has to do with the villain.
She said and started to climb down to her room. He went to reach for the hatch, but it was sealed shut. When he looked, he saw Tiki holding it closed.
Jeez, I forgot how strong Kwamis are.
He thought. He banged on the trapdoor one more time.
Please, Marinette!
There was no answer. In fact, it looked like she fully left her room. He then sighed and called for his transformation and jumped home. Once he was safely inside his home, he called away his transformation. Once he felt his normal clothes on him, he also felt a small sting across his cheek.
Ouch!
Adrien said. I told you not to be stupid, Plagg said, his little hand moving back to his side after he slapped Adrien.
I wasn't stupid!
You called her the wrong name. That's the definition of stupid,
Plagg said. Adrien didn't know what to say. Plagg wasn't wrong, but Ladybug is still Marinette, but she just wasn't Ladybug at that moment.
I'll talk to her tomorrow at school. That way she can't leave and she can't make me leave.
Adrien said, then went into the bathroom so he can get ready for bed.
It's 7. Why are you going to bed so early?
Plagg asked dumbfoundedly.
Hopefully if I sleep it will go by faster.
Adrien said while grabbing his toothbrush. And it did. 12 hours went by in what felt like 20 minutes, but the wait from when he woke up to when he left for school was long, even though it was only 30 minutes. When Adrien got to school, he patiently waited for Marinette, wanting to talk to her before school started. She'd been early the past 2 weeks, so hopefully she would be today as well.
Ori's not here yet?
Nino said as he walked into the classroom. Adrien shook his head.
No, not yet.
Well, you can stop holding your breath. She's not coming today.
Alya said as she walked into the classroom. Adrien's hope disappeared as the words left Alya's lips.
Is she okay?
Alya hesitated, which freaked Adrien out.
She's just having to make a big decision, and it's very overwhelming.
Alya said with a hint of sadness. Did it have to do with him? Was she deciding whether to take him back or not? He hoped so, at least. Adrien didn't say a word all day, just kept his head down, contemplating what he was going to say to Mari. He knew that he couldn't do it today, but he'll do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow will be better.
He thought to himself. the same mantra he was thinking when he was trying to win Marinette over. When he got home, he did the bare minimum. He did his Chinese, he did his piano, and like clockwork, he went to bed at 7 so that time would hopefully go by quicker. "Adrien, I'm hungry," Plagg said as Adrien was laying in bed. Adrien groaned and got up to get Plagg cheese, and while he did that, he looked at his phone. He noticed that he got a notification that Marinette posted on Instagram. He opened the app to see her post. It was a picture of her and her uncle.
Can't wait to start my fashion internship. Heading to Shanghai with my uncle. See you soon, China.
The caption read. Adrien's eyes went wide. Marinette wasn't making a hard decision to take him back. She was making the hard decision to fly and live on the other side of the world. Adrien's posture went straight.
Plagg, claws out!
Yeah, what the fuck?
But he was cut off by being sucked into rain. The second that Adrien was shot Noir, he jumped out of his window and towards Marinette's house. He landed on Marinette's balcony to see her cleaning up her room. Well, more like packing up her room. He then burst through the trapdoor.
You're leaving? You're leaving and you didn't think to tell me?
Chat Noir said. Marinette jumped in shock.
Sha!
No time for introductions. You're moving to Shanghai?
Shat said. Marinette nodded.
I'm leaving in 2 days.
When did you find out?
He asked.
This morning, I received a letter that I have the opportunity to participate in a fashion internship with a Chinese fashion designer. I applied a few months ago and submitted a few of my designs, but I didn't think much of it. But here we are.
She said while still packing her stuff up.
So you're just leaving? You weren't gonna say goodbye?
He asked. She turned to him.
I said goodbye to Alya, and I still have 2 days.
To me? You weren't gonna say goodbye to me or tell me? I didn't find out through an Instagram post.
Why would I tell you? I thought I was pretty clear yesterday when I said I don't want to talk to you.
Marinette said, her tone harsh. Adrien cringed. He was hoping she would have changed her mind.
Well, I thought maybe you changed your mind.
Marinette turned to Adrien with a shocked expression.
Adrien, you lied to me. I will not be anybody's second choice.
You weren't my second choice.
Ladybug was your first, therefore Marinette wasn't first, and I'm not letting Marinette be second.
She said.
You can't leave.
He said, as a statement, not a question.
You aren't a person in my life that can decide that.
I'm your partner. You can't leave me with Hawk Muscle out there.
Shat said.
I have already chosen someone that will hold the miracle box while I'm gone. She will also have the Ladybug Miraculous.
She said. His eyes were wide.
You chose someone else without consulting me?
I'm the guardian, and I can do whatever I want to for the sake of the Miraculouses. Tiki and I decided together, and we didn't see a need to include you, considering the only thing that will be different for you is the fact that someone else will be a ladybug.
And then you'll be gone. I'm not losing you.
Shat said harshly.
You already have.
She said.
Mari, please.
He begged. She couldn't leave, but she was leaving, and he was pretty sure that there was nothing he could do to change her mind. He then sighed.
When are you leaving?
2 days. My flight leaves at 3.
She said, ignoring his gaze. He nodded.
I'll see you then.
No, you won't.
She said.
This is goodbye, Adrien.
He shook his head.
No, I still have 2 more days with you.
She shook her head.
No, you don't. I don't want to see you when I leave. I can't see you when I leave.
Don't do this. Come on, Mari, we can figure this out. You're my first choice. You, Ladybug, all of you.
I'm sorry, but you need to leave. I have to pack.
She said, avoiding his gaze. From where he was, he could see tears building up.
Mari!
Leave.
He stopped talking. Then he left. He didn't say another word and went out the trapdoor. He didn't want to believe it, but he didn't have a choice. He lost her, and there's no way he's getting her back. 5 years later. Being at a wedding is meant to be tearful, especially if it's your best friends and you're going to be the best man. But Adrien was anything but. He didn't have a date. He was gonna bring one, but he didn't like her like that. He couldn't like anyone the way he liked Marinette. That's also what he was dreading. She was gonna be here. She never fully came back after moving to Shanghai. She occasionally visits her parents and her friends, but he always was notified after she was gone. He was proud of her, but from afar. He's seen her names a few times in news articles. Marinette du Pencheng, the new Gabriel Agreste. Du Pencheng outselling Agreste brand. He was looking for her, hoping her blue hair would stand out in a crowd.
Dude, are you ready? The ceremony's about to start.
Nino said to Adrien. Adrien nodded and walked towards Nino, leading him towards the crowd of people. Adrien stood next to Nino on the altar, looking down at all the guests. Music started to play in the background. Then Alya's little sister started to walk down the aisle with a basket of flower petals. They weren't that little anymore, being almost 12 years old, but it still worked. Then Nino's little brother started to walk down the aisle with their rings. Then the bridesmaids started to walk down the aisle one by one. He then spotted her, the last one to walk down, before Alya, of course. She was beautiful, more beautiful than 5 years ago. They met eyes and her smile slightly faltered, but quickly returned. The ceremony started and Adrien kept glancing over at Marinette. The ceremony ended with Alya and Nino sharing a kiss, their first kiss as husband and wife. Adrien then looked to Marinette, knowing that he was now meant to lead her back down the aisle. She sighed and hesitantly took his arm. Once they were down the aisle, they broke apart.
Wait,
He said, but she was already out of range. He sighed. He was going to talk to her tonight. He wasn't going to leave without talking to her. A few hours passed and Adrien still wasn't able to get a moment with Marinette. But now the party was slowing down and the only ones left were Alya, Nino, Marinette, and Adrien, and a few lingerers.
Are you sure you don't want me to drive you to the airport?
Marinette asked Alya.
We're a good girl, besides.
Alya then pulled Marinette aside and whispered something to her, but it was loud enough for Adrien to hear.
You have someone to talk to.
Marinette gave an upside-down smile and let go of Alya's hand.
Okay, have fun on your honeymoon.
Alya then took Nino by the hand and led him away from the pair. They both turned to one another but didn't say a word. They wanted to see who would talk first.
Hi.
Adrien said.
Hi.
Marinette replied. Awkward silence ricocheted between the two of them.
You look great.
Adrien said.
Thanks, you too.
I've missed you.
Adrien then said. Marinette made a barely audible gasp.
Hey, Adrien.
You know, I still haven't moved on. I still think about you all the time. And I always dread when I'm not able to see you when you come back to Paris to visit.
That's because I didn't want to see you.
Marinette said.
Why though? Do you really hate me that much?
Adrien asked. Marinette sighed.
I don't hate you, Adrien. I just needed time to process.
Did it really take 5 years?
She hesitated.
No, but you hurt me, Adrien. I didn't want to see you and have all that hurt come back.
Mari, you know I had never meant to hurt you.
He retorted.
I know, but it still hurts.
She said. He nodded.
I know.
They stood in silence again.
I think I'm still in love with you.
Adrien.
Did you ever love me?
I loved you so much. I did for so long. But I'm worth more than your second choice.
Marinette said, then walked away.
Mari.
Adrien started. Marinette walked towards a different person, wrapping them in an embrace. The same embrace that he experienced 5 years ago. An embrace that he hoped he would feel again. But from his eyes, he would never feel her touch again.
And there we go. Revelations of the Scarf has come to an end. Or has it? If you guys remember, in the last chapter and before this chapter, we said that there's an alternate ending, and based on the poll and your guys' comments, we'll be deciding if that will come out. Now, since this is the end of the actual series, how did you guys like it? This was a very emotional roller coaster for both Marinette, Adrien, and us. Now, unlike our past series, this is the very first series we finished in under a year. The series only took around 7 months. Still pretty long, but compared to the 2 years of the Broken Mirror, yeah, it's definitely an improvement. Now, when one series ends, another one begins. Stay tuned to see which new series we begin now. We're so excited. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys immensely. Now, enjoy some final bloopers for the series.
Yo, what the fuck? Okay, I can do deeper. Yo, what the fuck? Okay, I can do better than this, but it's okay. What the fuck?
Holy That was really, really emotional. Currently crying.
I'm your partner. You can't just leave with Hawkmoth. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say, you can't just leave me with Hawkmoth. That guy over there. You're gonna leave me with that guy over there. Like, you're insane.
You need to leave.
You need to leave. That's not the end, bro.
Okay, that's such a depressing ending. I really hope they want a happy ending, because that was depressing as fuck. Okay, anyway, bye. Yay, we ended Rots.